Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a great day. This is the last day of March, and today I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about this kind of end of week cold blast. The East could be experiencing some record cold temperatures, and we're going to talk about what we could see next week for severe weather. Because it looks like next week will be a little bit more interesting in the plains and maybe areas in the Midwest. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off by talking about what's going on with severe weather in the next upcoming couple of days. Today we have a marginal risk for areas from the Florida Panhandle down or up into eastern North Carolina. On this cold front, 2% tornado risk with that, 5% wind, and a 5% hail. But now, as you guys can see, day 2, we don't have a lot of activity at all, and then day 3, barely anything also. So that's good. Severe weather seems to be quieting down for a little bit now. It's likely not going to stay that way. We go to the analogs here, and this is day 6. This is the 5th, the 5th of April. And we can see nothing really showing on the analogs. We go to day 7 though, which is the 6th, and we start to get something right here in areas of Kansas and Nebraska, and then on day 8, which is day 8 is the 7th, it even looks more interesting. So let's go and look at what kind of pattern we have setting up for them. So we go to the GFS here. This is the the 6th. We have some kind of low, maybe even a cutoff low setting up around California and the Southwest, and this is going to slowly move to the east. This is going to move to the east and bring our chance of severe weather in kind of this area. That's kind of the area that I'm watching. I know it's kind of a big area, but this is far out. So we can see day 6 doesn't look insanely good at all with the pattern. We just have kind of a positive tilt coming out into the plains. Likely, we could see some severe weather with this. Not a whole lot though. But then as we go into day 7. It looks a lot better. So this is day 7 now. This is Wednesday, the 7th. We have a little short. It moves to the east. We have our little short wave right here, and this actually looks pretty decent for maybe kind of this area. And talking about maybe northern Texas, the highest tornadic potential with this would likely be maybe Kansas, Oklahoma. So yeah, that is the 7th, and then we continue going. This is far out though. This is around a week out, but we go to the 8th. This continues moving to the east. I would expect maybe some severe weather on the 8th, kind of in this area. Doesn't look as impressive as day 7, but it looks like we could maybe have another multi-day severe weather event mid to late next week, and I'm expecting it to really get started maybe around Wednesday. Maybe even a marginal risk around Tuesday next week. So that's kind of the setup we have for next week. Something that's going to limit severe weather in the east for a while is the potential record cold, or it's not potential, the record cold temperatures late this week. So this is Friday morning. We have freezing temperatures making it all the way down to central Alabama, central Mississippi, central Georgia, central South Carolina, and even most of North Carolina. With the exception of extreme southeastern North Carolina on the coast. We can see very cold temperatures, even widespread 20s in areas of Ohio, Kentucky, maybe Tennessee, and much of the Northeast. So pretty significant cold blast. We go to temperature anomalies, and we can see Friday, temperatures much below average, around maybe 15 to 20 degrees below average for areas in the southeast. Saturday morning, that kind of continues. But then by Sunday, we start to go into a pattern change. That cold kind of starts to fade away. It's still below average temperatures, but it's still there Sunday. It's just not as impressive, but we start to get much above average temperatures building into the northern plains with our next ridge, and then that kind of even gets stronger. Like the GFS indicates temperatures 40 degrees above average next Monday, kind of around Fargo. So that's pretty significant. And then it seems like we can see this is our next storm system around next Thursday. Just by looking at this, we probably have our low right here, kind of a cold front right here, but definitely still not a lot of, or not much below average temperatures. It's not getting access to that, or to much Canadian cold air at all. We can see. Looks like the storm system might be making some of its kind of. It's kind of a confusing topic. I'm not going to go into it, but I was going to say it's kind of making its own cold air, which brings some below average temperatures during the day. But as we go into the night, we can see they kind of go away, but we still have them there. But it's more evident during the day. One thing we also see is sometimes cloud cover keeps the temperature down during the day, but at night it can actually stay above average. We can see this is Friday, April 9th. This is over a week out. We can see behind our storm system we do have some much below average daytime highs, potentially maybe in the southeast into the Ohio Valley. This is far out though, so we're not going to really go past this. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about in today's short video is we're going to talk about accumulations of snow in the Northeast, because we go to precipitation type and we're going to be looking at a couple inches of snow, maybe even almost 10 inches in some areas. So we can see it's actually starting tonight and tomorrow. We can see we have a nice moderate to heavy snow across the Northeast and even some lake effect behind that. So let's take a look at some accumulations with this. So we're going to switch models. Let's go out to our forecast hour 84. And we're going to switch models. So the GFS shows a widespread swath of around 4, maybe 6 inches. And some higher elevations of northern New York, northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and even extreme western Maine. You guys could see maybe up to 10, maybe even a foot of snow if you're very lucky. But some of this is not going to accumulate. It's going to be a little bit warm for snow. We go to temperatures. We can go to temperatures. Let's go to when this winter storm is. Let's go out to when this winter storm is happening, which is tonight. Temperatures are pretty moderate in this area, mid-30s in most areas. Maybe some below freezing temperatures further to the west. So that's going to help to kind of have snow melt on contact, or not really on contact, but it's going to help snow melt and maybe not accumulate as much as it could. But it does look like we're going to have some not really impressive snowfall totals for the Northeast. But this looks to be a decent April winter storm for the Northeast. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be back tomorrow. Sorry this video is kind of short, but there's not a whole lot to talk about right now. But yes, goodbye.